Hey everybody, I'm AP and welcome to Republic of Pirates. A huge shout out to the devs for sending over Key. A link to the Steam page and to their website will be down in the description if at any point you're like, hey, I want to check out this game for myself. Now, I'm trying to beat the clock and have this video out before the June 19th release of the game. So this, if you're watching this early, you may want to wishlist it. If it is after the 19th, well, hey, you can pick up this game for yourself at the link down below. Now, for this game, it is an Anno-inspired 4X city builder. For anybody who's never played Anno, you start on one island. You build up to the point of where you need resources that are not on the island, whether it's fertility for plants that you can't grow on the island, or whether it's minerals that are not on the island, and you go conquer other islands in order to get those needs. Along the way, you may experience pirates or other challenges, and you need to overcome them. So without further ado, there's two different playstyles at the moment. There's the campaign and the free mode. I think we're going to take a look at the free mode, and there's a couple of different maps. I think we're going to try the Volcano Island just to see how this kind of goes. There are 3 difficulties. If we start on the hard difficulty, we start with 15,000 doubloons, a definite pirate term there. We start with an 80% return if we demolish a building, and if we pause a building, there's still a 20% upkeep. This could really get us into trouble really quick if we overbuild. Switching over to medium, we get 20,000 doubloons. We get all of our money back if we demolish a building. There is no upkeep on a pause building. We get a little bit of extra ship strength and 1 extra captain. Switching over to easy, it mostly changes. We get extra ship strength, we get extra captains. The random pirate attacks are less severe. And then we get increased income and decreased upkeep of certain buildings. And then faction standings is decreased at a reduced rate, which means that we will have to keep other factions happy. And then storage is increased by 15. Now, I'm not sure how much that affects the game, that extra 15, but I think we're going to go ahead and start with medium for now. All right, so we start on our island, and we've got ourselves a dock right here. And taking a look, we have some timber in there, and it looks like that's all we have available, with 2 ships over to the side here. Now, there is some debris. I'm going to go ahead and send these guys out to get that debris because, hey, extra timber and extra doubloons from all that different debris is nice. I'm not sure if in this game it's called flotsam or whether it's called debris or not, but hey, I will not be nitpicky about that. Zooming out, we can see a tactical map of the island with all the different things. We can see there's a bunch of ships up here. We can see the tactical readout of them. If we hover over the island, we can see that this island contains zinc and copper, iron, clay, as well as a captain's inn. And then it has some production bonuses to iron, chickens, and tobaccos. If we hover over our home island, we can see that there's coal and salt to captain's inn rack, and then hemp, fish, boars, and log lodges have an increase. Every island has an increase and some have a decrease. This one has a decrease to both fish and boar. So we might not want to do fishing or raising of animals over there, but hey, if we needed to, we needed to. So heading back here, we can see that we need to have a total of 50 recruits in order to kind of get some of our infrastructure up and going. Let's throw a road kind of straight across the island without going to the tactical map. That was a little bit more touchy than I thought it was going to be. Let's throw a road over to here. We'll cut a road this way across the island. That will be my marker for the center of my city. And we'll want some houses. So currently we have no available laborers. So let's grab some huts. Now the huts have a potential of 10 workers each, which means that we'll want quite a few of these, as we probably want, well, we need 50. And so if we place down 5, we're only going to get 50 if all their needs are fulfilled. If we take a look, they need fish, and fish will give us an extra 3 plus an extra doubloon. If we supply the market, it will give us an extra 4, plus it will give us no extra money. If we supply ropes, it will give us an extra 2 people and an extra 3 money. And then on the want side, we have rum and the brothel. Both give a little bit of extra money, which is fairly nice. So the brothel gives an extra 2 doubloons and the rum gives an extra 4. So getting rum up and going is pretty important. And with this, we will need the amenity of the marketplace. Let's go ahead and throw it right here for right now. Let's throw a road to connect all these things together. And then we'll get some roads for future builds. So let's do a road this way, a road this way. This will kind of give me a guiding for when I do my next section of the build. We have 10 laborers. Something that we're going to need from here is fish, and we're going to need lumber in order to make sure that we don't run out of logs. Let's grab a lumber mill, a woodcutter, I guess it's called, and we'll grab a sawmill. We'll put them right across from each other. We'll throw a road. This should be close enough that it's going to connect to the dock. If this is not, we may have to put down a depot, and that will give us some extra hauling capacity, some stuff like that. Doesn't give us any extra storage as far as I can tell, but that will get us going from there. Let's go ahead and grab another one of these crates. Let's see if there's another crate over here. And it looks like over here there's some more. I don't want to go too far from my island just because I don't know if the pirates are aggressive this early in the game or not, but I do want to collect as much money as I can, and I want to collect all that sweet timber. That gives us 22 timber, so we can grab a couple more huts. It costs 2 per hut. We don't want to go too overzealous until we're positive on the money and we're positive on the timber coming in. Let's do a couple more houses in this side over here. I used to build big long rows, and I kind of got away from that, and I've started building a little bit more random designs just because I'm starting to see that it makes it look a little bit more organic looking. And I encourage you guys to kind of get out of that mindset of building it too perfect. I saw an interview with the head director of SimCity, for anybody who played SimCity 20 years ago when it was popular. And he said one of the problems with SimCity is people will focus so much on getting things to be so efficient that they'll get the fun out of the game. And I don't want to get too hung up on the efficiency and make this kind of boring. All right, let's grab some. We've got some needs now. We've got the need of fish. Let's go ahead and grab our wharf, throw it in there. We'll grab some roads and just get this boyo connected up. And we can see that in our wants, we also get rum now. I don't know that we got rope yet, but at least we got rum. And we can get a sugar distillery. Let's get a sugar distillery over on this side over here. We've got a salt deposit over here, so let's get a road over to that deposit. Maybe we'll do something that looks about like this. That way we've got a little bit of room in here if we want to. And then we'll do infrastructure. We'll do a depot right here. Get this connected up, and then we'll get our rum up and going. We'll do a sugar plantation. Let's do it right there in case we want to place a road, and we are lacking planks. Man, that planks at the beginning, that is rough. Ooh, there's another crate right there. Let's grab this crate right here. Let's go ahead and switch over to the other ship, and let's see if we can find another crate, grab a little bit more planks, so I don't have to build more of the woodcutters and more of the sawmills right off the bat. And that gave us 4 planks, so that's plenty enough. So let's grab our sugar plantation. We'll throw that boil right there. And then we got to plant all of our fields. I don't know how big this salt deposit is going to be. So I guess we go this way, and then we go ahead and place the rum distiller on this side over here. I think we leave room for a road just in case we want to go this way in the future. But that will give us rum, and that will hopefully get us a little bit of money coming in because we're very negative at the moment. Not seeing any other crates immediately around our island, but that may be available soon. It kind of looks like we grab one and another one appears. So I'm not sure if that's a thing where they just randomly appear. Maybe somebody have to be on the map at any given time. It's just a way to recover if you get into a bad spot, maybe. Go ahead and bring all of our ships back in case we get attacked. Now we have a rope maker. Now, hemp used to be the main way of making fabric and making clothes. So it's a little bit weird that it's rope and not like fabric, but I guess that kind of makes sense. We will need to get both a hemp yard and a rope maker down. We could probably go right here for the one. We'll go right next to it for the other. Let's get some fields in here. Just leave a nice little road in there so that we could place a road if we want to. Now we'll get up and going with this depot. We're still pretty negative on money, but we are starting to, we're not getting any, well, 14. We're not getting any money in, but we're starting to get money in, and we are slowly getting timber in. Now that we've got rum coming in, we'll have rope coming in a second. I guess we could speed up time a little bit, and we can see that we need 250 laborers. We'll start to place down some more huts around this spot right here. And I did see that in the amenities that the brothel went ahead and unlocked. Let's grab the brothel. Let's go ahead and put it right here. It's got a pretty small range. Maybe we'll put it right here so it covers the maximum amount of houses there. Then we'll go this way. And then once we get this block pretty filled out, maybe we'll start heading this way. Let's grab a couple of huts here, and we are out of planks again. Wow, that planks in the beginning, that is rough. I don't want to expand too much more than that till we are positive on money, and currently that is just really lacking. But at least now it looks like it's coming up. It also looks like the amount of laborers we have is going up. We're probably starting to fill these out. Yeah, we've got the fish need and we've got the market need. Looks like rope is starting to come in. So these are going to be a maximum of 10 of 10 soon here. We should have some money coming in. Let's go ahead and switch over to the wants. And it looks like both the brothel and the rum are both fulfilled now. Now it's just a matter of getting positive on laborers and getting positive on the money aspect. Looks like we've got a couple more planks, so let's go ahead and grab some more huts in order to, as I said, keep pushing our economy. I'll go something like this for right now. We'll skip a place right here, place one right there. We'll go just a road like this for right now. Yeah, let's go a road like that for right now. Another house just popped in, another house, another log, so that will work. We'll go something like this, and we'll go a road over here. This will be our next district. Well, our next district will be over here. So let's get a road this way as well. We'll go ahead and connect it over to here. That will look good. Seasonal allergies are hitting me a little bit, so if my voice cracks a little bit, you might hear that. And I will save a little bit of my thoughts and opinions till the very end. Let's go ahead and see. Oh, there's a lot of ships moving around. Let's go ahead and see if there is some more wreckages that we can pick up. So it looks like the debris really piles up quick. I'm not sure if that piles up this quickly on all difficulties or not. If it does, I mean, this is a good way in the early game to kind of get out of jail and kind of keep yourself moving. I don't think it would be a very viable thing to necessarily skip doing a timber yard in a forester. I don't think that that would be an option, but I at least think that you should be able to jumpstart your economy. Now, if we zoom out a little bit, it looks like logs are 50% bonus. So we might be able to slow down the amount of woodcutters we have, or this does require a maximum of 10 workers. What we might be able to get away with, let's put a second one of these down. Let's set this to only, let's switch that. Let's set this down to 5 and see if this is 50%. Since this should be 150%, we'll set this at 100%. We'll set this at 50%. We'll see if this runs all the time and that keeps up with this. What we could possibly do is 3 of the sawmills to 1 or to 2 of the woodcutters, and that would possibly keep up with our demand there. And we are just hitting our available workers here, and we are still negative on the balance. So we definitely need more houses yet, but we do have some timber now. So we'll go ahead and fill in these last couple. That should give us an extra 30 workers. We'll do another city center right here. We'll maybe do something that looks about like yay. And then we'll go ahead and fill in our roads as we need to. This hopefully will get us the 250 laborers we need for the next unlock. And I think that this is all of the wants and all the needs of the laborers, which will lead us into the hired hands. Yeah, unlocks the cotton plantation. So something that I've noticed is if we click on different wants and needs, we don't see what the next want is, the setup here. I don't know what the next unlock requires. Those tooltip in the menu down here are probably more helpful than this up here saying, hey, you need 150 hired hands. This gives me a hint of what's coming, but not really a what's here type of thing. And with this, it unlocks the ability to get our shipyard, requires some planks. We got the captains in, gives us the ability to hire our captains, and some defensive towers. Let's go ahead and throw a couple defenses by our harbor here, just in case we get attacked, and then we'll throw the captains in over here. You need a road in order to get this connected. We'll try to avoid our forester there. We'll do our best to avoid it. We'll just kind of follow the water's edge over here. There we go. That will get us connected. Now we can hire captains, and as they are different levels, they are different amounts, and as they're different skills, they're different amounts. So some of them are good with small ships, like this one is good with a cog, and certain ones are with big ships. This one's good with a brig. And then they have different abilities. So random chance to fire 2 cannons. And then this one is increased performance when attacking ships. So there's different things, and some things are small ships against big ships, some are small ships against small ships, some things are big ship against small ships. So there's lots of different things. Right now, what we're probably looking at is cog versus cog, and then extra cannon fire. So we probably want Orion. That's probably a really good captain to hire. And we do need some hired hands, and I believe that just upgrading a building will go from 10 workers to up to 20 of the next class. So we can see that the maximum income for this tier is 10 with a maximum of 10 workers. Then the next tier is 20 workers with a maximum of 43 income. So there's quite a jump between this level and the next. Let's go ahead and upgrade. Looks like we need to upgrade 15, and we're going to do that by hitting the Q and going and hitting the upgrade. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, can't upgrade. Those ones have been built too soon. So I think that we're up to, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. That should give us all the hired hands. You can see that our laborers are going down as we get our hired hands. That is something to keep an eye on. So we'll grab a few more huts in this area over here just to make up for the ones that we just lost. We'll go something like this, and I think the brothel does cover that, so we'll throw one more right here. And then we might look at this one right here, this house being a brothel. Now let's do it. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. You can hit C and it will demolish. It's I'm slowly getting used to the controls. It's taken a couple hours of play to get used to the controls, and I'll admit that my first thought was, ooh, this is clunky, but the longer I'm playing, the more that I'm getting used to it. You can see that the brothel has some good coverage. The market is starting to hit the edge of its coverage over here. We may want to look at another market over there soon. Now we have some new needs and we have some new wants. So let's go ahead and take a look at our houses, and we can see that we now have a need for meat, some clothes, some candles, and a prison. Over in the wants, we now have a tavern and a hammock. I think the tavern was the first thing that we saw under amenities. And the tavern, it looks like, is a little bit bigger than the brothel, so we would want it to be a little bit bigger. We'll try to fit it in just like we did the other buildings. And in order to do that, we need bricks. Now, I'm not sure if bricks are on this island. If they are not, that would be something that we're going to have to conquer another isle. So we have coal there, we have salt there. So we can't even build what we need to advance our civilization yet. So we can get more hired hands. We can keep advancing, but we do need to go conquer another place first. This is telling me that our warehouse is full. And what we could do is we could upgrade the storage. So let's go ahead and upgrade the storage. It upgrades it from 10 to 15 and once again up to 20. That's kind of nice. It's kind of a nice feature that they did, and we'll want to start getting our seafaring stuff going. So let's get our shipyard up here. We'll throw it right on the edge there. In a natural harbor is kind of a nice place for it, and we'll throw a road right here. We'll go something that looks like that. That looks good. And we, right off the bat, have the ability to have some different designs on the ship. And it looks like more will unlock over time. So we could hit start construction. You can see that I believe this is the sail pattern. This is the logo on the sail, so we could have it as an anchor or a steering wheel, and the hull pattern. So you can see there's quite a few different unlocks. We can add our captain in here. So let's go ahead and add our captain in, and it doesn't matter what we kind of do because there's nothing unlocked yet, but we can change the name of it. We can name it the Sea Ghost. And all we can build right now is a cog. If we look at the bigger ship, you can see down here, it switches from sails to improved sails. And we can't even build the cog yet because we need sails. I guess that's the next thing that we need to do. So let's do construction. Let's get some sails. Let's get some cotton. We'll do cotton over here. We'll do cotton right there. We'll do sails on this side right here. Let's go ahead and throw a road in between. Get this connected. That will work with our depot right here. That will work good. And then we just need to grab some cotton fields, and we'll do something that looks like that. It will work good. And let's take a look. So food, fish is maxed out, rope is not maxed out, and rum is not maxed out. We may want to take a look at rum, as rum may be a thing that we're going to run short of. We can see the efficiency of the sugar plantation is 85%. And I think that has to do with, if we look, that's weird that it's 85% because we don't get a bonus to sugar on this island. So the question is, I'm missing fields. That's why. Let's get the remainder of the fields in here. And 72. All right, we're 100%. I'm just being goofy. That's all that is. Let's make sure we have 72 of 72 on this. And if we switch over to this, the hemp, we can see that is at 150%. I guess what we could do, because we don't need 150%, we could reduce down the workers down to a total of, we'd probably want to drop like 6 workers. Or the other option would be to get another rope maker and set it to 25 workers. I didn't realize that the rope makers was 25 laborers. That's actually an extreme amount of laborers. That may be the better option in the future, but we are very short of laborers. So let's grab some more houses and let's get this expanded up a little bit. Taking a look, I think this is the best way to go. Let's go ahead and grab the infrastructure. Let's grab a housing district over here. We'll go something that looks about like this, and then let's go ahead and grab the roads in here, and this should get us all connected up. Gives us a very unique looking city, and then we'll plan on over here, once we get our bricks, we'll plan on making the pub. Maybe we'll make this area over here, as we already have some of our upgraded houses. Maybe we'll make this area the upgraded area, and we should have some sails in so we can go ahead and build our boat. Go ahead and start that construction. We already have everything set because we already put our captain in. Let's get that built. And then we need to get clay. So if we look down here, there's iron and coal. We look over here, there is clay and a captain's office. That would be good. We probably want to start with a smaller island, especially with it looking like it doesn't have very many things on it. This has crabs and iron. That's interesting. That's the first time I've seen crabs. This one contains clay, but it looks like it contains quite a few extra buildings. This one up here, ooh, pigment. That's new. I'm very pleasantly surprised with what I'm seeing in this game so far. So I'm pretty excited to see what's coming. I definitely want more than 3. Go ahead and grab the timber and let's hire up a couple more captains. We've got room for, looks like hired captains is 3 of 4, total captains is 3 of 6. We want something that is probably cog and cog if we can, and it looks like cog and brig, so no, brig definitely not. Brig and galleon, not too thrilled with that. I guess we take this one, and we still have room for a couple more. Let's go ahead and grab this captain down here. I'm not liking the rest of these. I'd like to see a reroll button in here, unless they just randomly change from time to time. If they randomly change from time to time, that's fine. Let's go ahead and grab another cog since we're not able to get the improved sails yet. We'll go ahead and we'll sign this guy up here and we'll get that started. I didn't hit the construct button. We're still missing sails, so we've got to wait on those. We need one more sail, and I could probably use a few extra workers. Like to keep pushing all of our income here. We will want to maybe get a little bit more rum here shortly. Let's grab some more houses and fill out this block right here. We'll do, starting on this side, we'll do something looking about like this. Maybe like that? I don't know. Maybe we'll do it like this and we'll place another one over here. And then I'm going to leave this corner empty for now. I'm going to place the pub right there once we have some bricks. So that'll look good. That will get us a few extra people. We could now start to upgrade, but I think we want to upgrade these as we move forward. Let's go ahead and get the huts over here upgraded. And then as we get these, this will be another 4, 8. This will be another 8. That will bring us up to 260. So we need 4 more. Let's get a couple in this neighborhood right here upgraded. Maybe this one right here. And then we just have to get these upgraded once they're fully housed. I still want to keep an eye on the laborers. I don't want to go negative there, but it looks like rope, hemp, all that stuff is doing good. So we just have to now get a couple of ships to go conquer that island. Let's go ahead and start construction. Let's go ahead and build this guy, and then we'll go out and do a battle and see how we fare. Now, ships do have abilities, and these guys have scatter shot, which broadside deals 40 damage to each ship hit, which is kind of cool. And it just a very broad damage. Let's go ahead and bring this together. and I believe it was this island over here. So let's stage our army right there, and then we'll kind of move ourselves over there. Let's go ahead and zoom out so we can see, and we'll move over here. And we will want to, yeah, like right here is probably about where they are. Still have all of them selected. We might lose a couple. And if we don't lose a couple, we'll look at how the ships upgrade. If I don't lose them, that's the preference. Go ahead and bring it down here. We'll attack right here. I don't think I'm going to clear this out in one go, but if I do, hey, all the better. And what we'll want to do is maybe slow it down to a snail pace. Let's go ahead and shoot off some broad damage. Let's go ahead and shoot that off. We want to do some damage to the docks over here. Hey, that's all the better. I didn't think that I'd get it in the first go. So let's start attacking these. And as they upgrade, you're going to see some of these, the hit points and things go up. You can see this one's 1,076. If we look here, you can see that he's increasing it by 36. If we switch to a different ship, you can see this one is 678. We look at our captain, it's 81. It was 78 before. So it increases everything just by upgrading the captain just a little bit. And we're going to go ahead and get rid of all these houses, move it over there. Let's grab all these crates as we go. And I think that there's a little bit of a harbor on the other side. We'll get rid of these and then we'll bring it over here and get rid of this harbor. I probably should go and repair these before we take out that other harbor, but it's only one ship that's damaged, so let's go ahead and do it. Let's bring them across to over here. I think they're going to bring it across around the backside of the island. Then we'll go ahead and attack these. While we're doing that, let's switch back to our city and let's see what we've got here. So we've got 116 laborers, and that gives us the ability to go ahead and do some more upgrading. So we want to just bring these guys into the next era. That person's still short one. That person's still short one. It looks like they are short the brothel. So we will need a brothel over here somewhere. Let's go ahead and grab an amenities. Let's grab that brothel and keep wanting to go for the tavern. The brothel should be first since the brothel is the lower tier. Weird the order. We'll throw one there. I think that will work in the future. That will allow these to get upgraded. Let's upgrade this one. Let's upgrade this one. And then these just have to get their last person. There we go. It's got 3 people. So we are short the market over there. So we will need to get a market somewhere over here. I don't want to do a market on this block right here. I guess we do a market right here, and that will push us into this area over here. Then we'll just work on some planes and some things up this way. And that should have everything selected. Yeah, absolutely. Let's go check on our army and we'll go ahead and take over this island. And then I will give my thoughts and opinions about Republic of Pirates. So let's go ahead and all guns a-blazing. We could just go ahead and do a bunch of scatter shots. Probably should have got a little bit closer. Let's go ahead and move them in. We'll take out this tower. I think this tower is going to be a nice quick go here. And the question is one of these ships something different? That's a cog, and that's a cog as well. So the question is, why is this one so much more armor than the other one? Unless that's like my flagship. Because this one is the same. It's way better than the other one. That's interesting. So new feature unlocked, diplomacy. Let's go ahead and close that out. Let's go ahead and grab our loot there. And we will grab the infrastructure for a dock. And then we'll get started. Ooh, I can't place the dock wherever I want on here. My guess is that the dock has to be on this side. That's an interesting feature. And that's something that we should definitely look at, is they should allow us to place the dock pretty much wherever we would like. I guess we have to claim it, and we can see coal is positive, sugar is a negative, ore is a positive, quartz a negative, and we have clay. So we've claimed the island. Now we can place the dock, but we can only place it right there. That's an interesting feature, but I think this is a good spot to go ahead and call the first episode. If the 1.0 release or early access, depending on what it is, has changes, I may have to restart, and that will depend on whether I continue this as a fresh playthrough or if I continue this on. I think this is an interesting game. I think that it has a huge amount of potential. I think that Anno 1800 or 1404, which is kind of stepping into that genre, has almost became stale, and it's nice to see a fresh look at the game. I can tell by the looks of this game that it is a labor of love, and that's a good thing. You want games to be a labor of love. It means that they're going to get attention. It means they're going to get improvement. It means the devs are going to look at the players and they're going to listen to them. This is a good thing. There is some wonkiness to the game. When you scroll out, and it doesn't scroll very far. It would be nice to be able to zoom further out than what you can zoom out before it goes to the tactical. I'd like to get a better feeling of it. And I don't see in the settings the option for that. And that could be something that I'm overlooking, but it would be something that would be good for the game. The next thing is the spinning around. Right now, it is bound to the center mouse button, and if I click the center mouse button, you're going to have to trust me when I say this. I am barely moving my mouse, and it is spinning that fast. I turn the sensitivity down on my mouse because there's not an option to turn the sensitivity down in the game. That needs to be an option in the game. Usually that same thing is bound to Q and E, and Q is bound to a radio menu. And I get why it's bound to a radio menu. It's fine that it's bound to a radio menu. And I don't know that E is bound to anything. So if we rebound the radio menu, say we rebound the radio menu to the center mouse button, and we moved the turning to Q and E, it'd make it a little bit smoother for people that had motion sickness, stuff like that. Be a little bit more user friendly. I think that would be a good thing. And the next thing is islands share resources. One of the biggest frustrations of other management games is figuring out how to balance resources across the islands. Because they share resources, I can instantaneously build over here whatever's on the other island because we have shared resources. This is a really nice feature. So my thoughts and opinions of the game is I have really high hopes for this game because what I'm liking, I really, really enjoy and I really like. There's some small nitpicky things that as the release hits will probably get changed and fixed. And as I play the game more, it's one of those things where I'll get used to it some more, and after a while I might think nothing of them. But with that, I'd like to thank you guys for joining. If you liked what you saw, consider hitting that subscribe button or consider coming back for the next episode. Thank you very much. We'll see you in the next one.